Hi there, Tom McSherry here, and welcome to a Artizen blog, video blog update. So today we're talking about responsive web design, why it is so important. It's kind of a buzzword at the moment, but it actually is really, really important, and I want to kind of break down exactly why it's important, why it matters, the way people are browsing the internet is changing, why you need to start paying attention to that. So first of all, let's just quickly cover what responsive web design actually is. Okay, responsive design is when your website actually kind of will respond to the resolution, the screen size of the device it's being viewed on. Or if you change the size of a browser window, the website will adapt and change. The elements will move around, change size, so that the same website can be viewed in different ways on different devices with different resolutions, different browsers, different screen sizes, and it won't look messy on any of them. Okay, that's the whole kind of idea of responsive web design. So the idea is to just have one website, that can be viewed on any device, any mobile, any smartphone, tablet, iPhone, iPad, or a desktop PC, anything, okay, a laptop, whatever. So just to kind of give you an idea of why this matters, okay, let's cover the subject of how big is mobile browsing. Okay, is it really worth it to put all this effort into having a website that can be viewed on a mobile device? Okay, well, the answer to that is in 2013, okay, last year, about 20% of internet browsing sessions were done on mobile devices. Okay, 20%. That's about 1/5 of browsing sessions were done on a mobile browser. Okay, so what that means is that potentially 1/5 of the people visiting your site, if it's not mobile friendly, are not going to be able to view it properly. Okay, so you're potentially, kind of brushing aside 1/5 of the traffic that you're driving to your site just because they can't view it properly if it's not mobile friendly. So that is kind of why, if you think, if you have a website that's getting 1,000 visitors a day and 200 people can't view it, or if you're getting 10 visitors a day for a big ticket product and 2 people can't view it, same thing. So that's why it's really, really important. So the next question to cover here is, does that traffic buy? Okay, because it's one thing to say that maybe up to 20% of people come to your site are on a mobile device, but how much do they matter? Are they actually going to buy anything from you, or are they just having a look around? What are they doing on those mobile devices? So it's a complicated answer to that question. People on mobile devices don't tend to make a purchase through that device as much as people would on a laptop or a PC, but they do use their mobile device for things like finding a store nearby for something they want to buy, comparing prices. People will actually compare prices on their smartphone while they're in a physical shop. So if you sell something that is also sold in physical stores, you could actually steal business away from physical stores, or steal business from other physical stores by having a good mobile friendly website. People are in the store, they're on their smartphone, they're comparing prices, they see that your price or your product or whatever you have is better, and then they go home and they buy on their laptop, or they come over to your store and they buy from you. Okay, so they also use it for things like research, price comparison, all that kind of stuff. So it may not, they may not directly be buying things through their smartphone all the time, but they're using it as part of the sales process. So it is still really, really important in terms of that. But people do buy through their smartphones as well. It's just not quite as high a percentage as people buying on their laptops or desktops. So the big question is, how many versions of your website do you really need? Some people, they have a desktop or a laptop website, and then they have a mobile version. But the thing with that is, different devices, different browsers are going to, within mobile devices. So an iPhone might display differently on that browser, might display a mobile version differently from on, say, a Samsung phone or something like that. So you actually need to have different mobile versions for different devices if you want to do it that way. So the beauty of responsive design is that it eliminates all that, because you just have one site and it will respond to any device, any browser, any resolution. Okay, so if you have a responsive site, you don't actually need to have a mobile site. Your responsive site is your PC site, it's your laptop site, it's your mobile site, it's your tablet site. It's all one thing. Now look, here's the next point. Mobile is not just mobile. Okay, mobile is kind of a misleading word. Mobile doesn't just mean that it's people on their smartphones or something. Okay, a lot of people now actually use their tablets and that sort of thing as their main computer. Okay, so they'll sit around home, they'll use their tablet as their computer. I think, let me check this statistic, I've got it written down here. 72% who make a purchase on a smartphone are actually at home when they do it. Okay. So yeah, the research is that 95% of mobile shoppers and 72% of people who make a purchase on a smartphone actually at home when they do it. That's in the article. There's a link in there. So another interesting little statistic for you. I was reading in Forbes magazine recently. By 2017, okay, so we're at the beginning of 2014 now. By 2017, it's projected that 87% of connectable devices will be tablets and smartphones. Now, connectable devices means, devices that people will use to browse the web. So that includes, desktop PCs, iPad, laptops, okay, all those kind of normal computers that you think of. And within that category, 87% of the sales will be tablets and smartphones. Okay, within 3 years. Okay, so think about what that means. It basically means that in the next 3 years, if you don't have a responsive site or very, very well done mobile friendly sites, you're kind of screwed. Okay, people are not going to be able to see your website because they're all going to be using these completely new devices. It's almost 9 out of 10 people buying a device that they're going to browse the internet on will be using a mobile device. So that is really, the most powerful statistic, I think, making a case for responsive design. But at the end of the day, in terms of right now, in terms of why it's a good investment, it's about maximizing visitor value. Okay, every visitor that you drive to your site, it requires some effort or it requires some expenditure on your part. Okay, and if potentially 20% of that is just going to waste, that's a massive, massive hole in your marketing budget that you need to plug up. So think of it from that perspective. You could essentially, by having a responsive design, you could potentially, pick up to 20% more business just from having those people who currently are trying to view your site and can't use it properly, can't see it properly, giving them something so that they can actually use it. They can actually become customers through your site by viewing it on their smartphone or on their tablet. So on that little note, I'm going to wrap this up. Thanks for taking the time to watch this. I hope that you took something out of this as usual, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.